Alright guys, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to install these glow-in-the-dark vials right here. You could use tritium too, but we sell these glow-in-the-dark vials that are a lot more affordable and does a pretty good job of glowing once you put light onto it. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to turn off this light right here, and I just want to show you this mod and what it looks like. Alright guys, so the lights are off. So I already installed the green glow-in-the-dark vials inside the head here on the TIR lens. So let me show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on right now. And basically what the light's doing is it's actually charging up the glow-in-the-dark vials. So you see that? So this mod, just a disclaimer, if you guys choose to do this, it's going to void your warranty with our manufacturing partner. But I did want to just show you, let me show you guys again, how it glows. So this is a pretty cool mod. I think it's cool, but it's not groundbreaking, right? It is pretty cool though. You can do this, guys, yourself, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it in this video. All right, hang tight. I'm going to turn on this light, and we're going to get into the mod. All right, so of course, the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need to get a pack of these glow-in-the-dark vials. Some of you already have them. I remember several of you guys purchasing these. So if you have any left, you're going to need about 3 of them to do this. Well, you're going to need 3 of them to do it. You're going to need a UV resin. The reason why I recommend a UV resin glue is because when it dries clear. So if you use like a super glue or some other glue, it's going to be kind of frosty, and so it's not going to look as clean. One thing to note about this mod is if you mess up, it might mess up your TIR lens, okay? Because you only have one shot at this, really. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So this flashlight was the one that I already did, and this is a new flashlight that hasn't been done yet. So I'm going to open this up. So what you want to do first, you want to open up this head right here. We purposely did not glue this so that you guys can get in here and do this. You're going to open it up carefully, okay? Just be very delicate, because if there's any oil or anything on the lens too, you might actually damage the LED as well. So you're going to pull off the TIR lens just like that. You're going to put this flashlight aside. This is a TIR lens here, guys. So I can show you. I'm not sure if you can pick that up in the camera. But basically, I'm going to drop these vials. I'm going to use red just for the sake of this example. Again, I like green. I think it has a better glow and it looks better. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to carefully place these vials in like this. Okay? So as you can see, it's like I don't want to say like an X, but it's kind of like a Mercedes-Benz logo. See if you can see that. Alright, so again, like I said, this is really tricky because you only have one chance to do this, because once you glue it down, and if these vials aren't straight, you're going to get a crooked setup. It'll still glow. It'll still look cool. But you just want to make sure it's straight. I'll provide some detailed photos as well so you can see how I laid that in there. And then what you're going to want to do, guys, is you take your UV resin. Now, UV resin is a glue that is activated with a UV light, as you can see here. So once you put the glue in, you hit it with the UV light, and it's going to harden the glue. So we're going to do that now, and I'm going to show you guys how to glue it. Now, you can glue 1 drop right in the middle. That should do it. However, I personally like to do it at the 3 edges along the outside. So I'm going to do that for you guys here. Here is the dropper cap for this UV resin. And now, you want to carefully do it again, guys. Be very gentle, very careful. Just use just a little bit of glue. You don't need that much. So I'm going to try to do that very carefully. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3. So basically I put it at the very edge, and I'm letting it drip down into the vials. Now, I'm going to take my UV light while holding it. I'm going to hold on there for about 10 seconds. All right, that should do it, guys. There you go, like that. Now, I'm going to place this back on top of the LEDs. Okay, so this is where you gotta be careful again, okay? You wanna seat it correctly. So there's 3 holes there. You wanna put that on the 3 LEDs right there. Like that. Then take your cap, place it back on. And slowly tighten it back on. Alright, so I'm going to turn off this light and we're going to test it. Alright, here we go. See that? So again, this is the red one. I prefer the green one. I think it actually glows the brightest. And I think it looks the coolest. So, alright, there you go, guys. That's how you modify your TIR lens to have glow. Again, like I said, you can put tritium vials in there, but I prefer a more inexpensive approach. Just in case you mess up, you know, you want to be as like upset that you've lost your expensive tritium vials. Alright guys, let me know if you have any questions. I'll be checking them out in the comments. Thank you.